everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm back here at Hyundai of Trenton to take a look at a brand new 2024 Hyundai Elantra N-Line. This is in intense blue with the black interior with the red accents. One of my favorite Hyundai colors, but not everybody likes it, so let me know what you think. But we're going to check this N-Line out. We got the redesigned Elantra, we got the top N-Line trim, so let's see what it's bringing to the table. And is this the one to get over the Kia Forte GT we just saw the other day? Let's check it out and let's dig in. Front end of our Elantra N-Line, the intense blue with the silver Hyundai badge right on the middle of the hood, gloss black on the front grille, LED headlights, LED daytime running lights, LED turn signals, functional side air curtains, N-Line right there on the front of the grille, functionality top and bottom. Coming in a little bit closer, there is your N-Line badge into that low slung hood and headlight housing, looking good. Now, wheel and tire setup on the 24 N-Line. What we're looking at here is an 18-inch machined aluminum alloy wheel. The N badge on the center cap. Now, tires, I'm not so sure about. We got Hankook Venus S1 all-season tires. 235 on the width, the 40 series sidewall 18s, all four corners, front wheel drive. As we move on out, again, the intense blue I think is a good color on this N-Line. Let me know what you guys think about it. Trying to get a couple of different shots for you here in this very crowded parking lot. But as we move in, we have N-Line on the front fender, as you can see. We have gloss black side view mirrors with LED turn signals, color matched on the front and rear door handle. Up top, we do have a color matched roof with the gloss black shark fin antenna and a standard sunroof. Rear end of our Elantra N-Line, we do have that gloss black deck lid spoiler coming off the top. Elantra right in the back, we do have LED tail lights, spot standard bulbs for turn signals, gloss black down below around the license plate area on the bumper, and then your functional dual exhaust over there on the right side. But since we got the N-Line Elantra, let's take a listen, see how this baby sounds. We're under the hood of this Elantra N-Line, and what are we looking at for a power plant? We have Hyundai's 1.6 liter turbocharged inline 4-cylinder engine, made it to a 7-speed dual clutch transmission, 201 horsepower, 195 pound-feet of torque. We do have upgraded suspension in the N-Line, so we're going to go front strut and multi-link rear rather than the torsion in the rear on the lower trim levels. MPGs 28 in the city, 35 on the highway, 31 combined. The engine's minimum octane rating is 87, so you can run this on regular unleaded gas. All right, before we get into the interior of this Hyundai Elantra N-Line for 24, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much is this? Well, when we looked at the Forte GT, we were a little over 28 grand for that vehicle with the GT2 package, with everything in it. So here we go. The Elantra N-Line 424 MSRP base 28,465. We're already more expensive than that Forte. Then we have to add in 210 for the carpeted floor mats, 55 for the cargo net, 30 for the first aid kit, and 220 for the all-season fitted floor liners. We then have to add in destination and delivery of $1,150 from Hyundai's Ulsan, Korea assembly plant, and the total MSRP from the factory is $30,130, so we're almost 2 grand more for this N-Line than the Forte GT. So let me know what you think so far. Starting with the driver door panel, I like what they've done here. They have the soft touch across the top. I like the insert with the red cross stitch, looking good. Black on the door handles, black on the switchgear, flat black. No memory seats, no power fold mirror, not surprising on this model. Nice sized door pocket and the upgraded Bose sound systems in here. Footbox, we got a proper one just like we see in the Forte GT. Nice large dead pedal brake and accelerator, all with aluminum finish, and the floor mats are in the trunk at this time. Down below, just like on Forte GT, you can pop the trunk and your fuel filler door from the floor. And now we have Power seats with lumbar for the driver, manual assist for the front passenger, just like the Forte GT. And then we have a combination, which is different. We have the simulated leather, or I believe Hyundai H-Tex with the stitching on the outside, and then a cloth, a very grainy cloth interior with the N embossed into the seat on the insert, where Forte had Kia Syntex all the way around, but the headrest is nice and soft. The bolstering feels good, but I'm not sure about this combo seat. Let me know what you think. Driver's door panel, same action as the front. Driver's side, and then we go to our dash where we're going to go soft touch. Then we have some trim that goes right into our heat and air vent, which is a nice design, and then a huge glove box. All right, just like the Forte GT, here in this Elantra N-Line, we have Hyundai's 10.25-inch infotainment system. It is a touchscreen, but it's wired CarPlay, Android Auto. We do have dual panel action, which I like. Looking good right there. And if we take a look at our backup camera, same kind of backup camera with trajectory, nice and clear, takes up almost the whole screen. So that's a nice job there. As far as your controls, here's your push button start, here's your volume, and then here's the controls for this screen. We can go to our setup, we can go to our vehicle, we can go to our lights, we have our ambient lighting right here. We can go ahead and take a look at the color themes right here that we have. I think with this blue exterior, what do you think, guys? Maybe we should go with, heck, I'll just put it on polar white. There you have it. And if you don't like any of those choices, you can go ahead and take your finger, spin the wheel, and come up with your own custom color. So we do have the ambient lighting in here, and that's a nice touch. As well as we go back to the beginning, we can get our climate control going, decide how we want to have all that. We do have our general settings for clock and all that stuff, driver profiles, all that jazz is in here, and that's underneath general settings right in here. So they got you covered as far as that stuff goes, and it's an easily swipeable screen. So nicely done, just exactly the same as we see in Forte GT2. Down further, we have dual climate control, which is nice. We have 3-stage heated seats for the driver and the front passenger, but no steering wheel and no ventilated seats. The Forte with the GT2 package gets heated and ventilated seats up front, but both of them do not have a heated steering wheel. I think they need to do that for both the Forte GT and the N-Line Elantra. Down further, we do have USB-A, USB-C, a 12-volt, and a wireless charging pad. I really like the shifter with the leather and the stitching in red. Thank you for keeping the color combo going on the inside here with the stripe, the N badge, perforated leather, looking good. This is going to take you through the 7-speed dual clutch. Then we have our cameras right here, manual emergency brake, so I like that. 2 cup holders. Now our Hyundai key fob is tied to this big recovery device because this car just got delivered and they got to process it in. But I do not like this new Hyundai key fob. It is way too light. I feel like if I drop it, it's going to break all to pieces. But what you got here is lock, unlock, remote start, and your panic button right there. And then you have an armrest, semi-soft, in soft touch. You open it up, and you got a good area for storage. Elantra N-Line steering wheel, nice perforated leather wrap steering wheel with the red stitching, with the Hyundai badge, and the N down below. But we have a round bottom wheel. But I still have enough room to get in and out, but the headroom is compromised getting in this car. It is low to the ground, and if you're a taller person, you're going to whack your head. And I've probably already whacked my head 2 or 3 times getting in and out of this car so far today doing this video, so be careful about that. But it is a really nice looking wheel. As we move on closer, we do have some gloss black, but we do have like this satin black on the actual switchgear, which is nice. Telephone voice commands, favorites button, modes for your infotainment system on the left. On the right, safety suite controls right here, and controls for the digital portion of your dash. We do have paddles in black to manually go through the 7-speed dual clutch. On the stalks, we have our headlights and turn signals on the left, windshield wipers on the right. Over here on the left side, bright and dim the dash, traction control off, and we do have a manual tilting, oh boy is this stiff, and telescoping wheel. So Hyundai has you covered there. And then further over here on the left is where your drive modes are on this big, huge black panel. So when we take a look, and it's a button you just push in. So we take a look at our drive modes. First off, on our all-digital 10.25-inch dash, we're going to go Sport, Smart, and Normal. Remember, we do have front-wheel drive, so we're not going to see snow mode in here. But for today, we're going to rock and roll with this in Sport. And then you can go ahead and go through additional information that you may want to see in the middle. So it's nice and easy to use, but since we don't have 360-degree cameras, we don't have the blind spot cameras that come on when you turn. So there you have that. So let me know if that's something you would like to see, 360-degree view in this Elantra. Neither the Forte nor the Elantra has that action in the GT or the N-Line, but let me know what you think. Overhead console, we do not have LED lighting in here. That would have been a nice touch, but if you want your dome lighting to come on and off, you close the door, this button remains in the center. So when you open the door, lighting comes on, close the door, lighting dims out. SOS button in case there's an emergency on the road. Hyundai Blue Link to link the car up with your smartphone. Standard sunroof, manual shade. Just going to throw this back and then one touch and hold it a second. The window opens up, no problem, or the roof opens up, I should say. And then one touch closed, and then close that with your hands. Sun visor with vanity and a light, so they got you covered there. And does it slide? Yes, it does. Getting in the back seat of our Elantra N-Line, here we go. Again, remember, duck to get in. And now we're in. And you know what? Once I'm in, enough headroom, shoulder width room, knee space at 5'11". We have the simulated leather, I believe, H-Tex material. And then here we go plastic, no seat pocket behind the driver, no seat pocket behind the front passenger. I mean, come on, give me one at least. No heat and air vents, but 2 USB-Cs in the back. And look at the back door panel. Hard plastic up top. There's no more stitching on the insert. There's no more cushiness on the armrest. It's all hard black plastic. Major cost cutting on the rear door panel, and it doesn't continue the vibe into the rear doors that you started up here. I don't understand why on a top trim vehicle for the Elantra we're going to do this on the back door panel. It just doesn't make sense to me. Back seats, same combination with the cloth insert. Headrest with the stitching. They're pretty comfortable. I do like the insert design, but I'm not so sure this shouldn't all be the H-Tex. And we do have a center armrest, semi-soft, 2 cup holders, but I'm really losing the N-Line vibe here in the back of the Elantra. I really wish they would have done something better back here. Let me know what you guys think. Getting in the trunk of your N-Line Elantra, you can pop it from the foot box on the driver's side, or you come to the back, and right underneath the Hyundai badge, there's a button. You push it, lift up, nice and easy. Whoop, there we go. Nice wide opening now. We're looking at 14.2 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this Elantra N-Line. Here's the cargo net we paid extra for that I could care less. I do like these carpeted mats that say Elantra N-Line on them. Really nice. These are the all-season mats right here. And then underneath the floor here, we do have a spare tire. So thank you, Hyundai, for that. Now, if you need more room and there's nobody in the back seat, you can fold down the rear seats by pulling these levers. And then coming around, these are very stiff. I've been trying to loosen them up. There we go. Before we started the video, because they come with so much packing plastic in and around the seat, it is tough to get all that out. But here we go. With the rear seats down, we do have a bit of a kick up, but we have a nice wide opening for some larger items. So a really good use of space in the back of this N-Line by Hyundai. Window sticker for this 24 N-Line. Here we go. Intense blue, crash ratings, standard features here on the left. The options, total vehicle MSRP, MPG estimates, made in Korea. Let's take this baby out for a spin. All right, we're out on the road in this 24 Elantra N-Line here from Hyundai. And right away I got great visibility out the windshield, side glass, side view mirrors, rear view mirror, no problem. Blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, all that jazz is in this Elantra N-Line, just like you see in the Forte GT. And it handles and rides very similar to the Forte GT because we have the same driveline, same engine, same 7-speed dual clutch transmission, and same suspension setup. Both cars with the front strut multi-link rear, which is an upgrade from the standard trims in either model line. And it handles very, very well, and it feels very light on its feet. Let's check out our brakes. Hands off. Stops nice and straight, no problem. Now we'll take off. Little jerky out of first and second, like the 7-speed dual clutch always has been. Not as bad as it's been in the past, but you can still notice it. Turning radius 17.7 feet, just like the Forte GT. There are so many similarities between these two sister cars. And it whips right around, no problem. And down the road we go. So for me, personally, I like the exterior redesign on the Elantra better than the way the Kia Forte looks right now. Of course, this just had a brand new exterior redesign for 2024, where the Forte has not had that full redesign of the exterior yet. So that could be one of the reasons Kia hasn't done anything of significance with it in a while. But interior wise, I like the Forte GT better. I think it's better equipped on the interior. It's got more tech, especially with the heated and ventilated seats in that GT2 package that we saw. Both need heated steering wheels. Both have the same 10.25-inch instrument cluster and infotainment system, so that is the same. So there's a lot of similarities, but the Kia on the inside, I think, looks better, but I think the Elantra on the outside looks better. Let me know what you think about that. But the biggest comparison, obviously, is the price, where this vehicle that has a few less tech functions in it is roughly $2,000 more than that Forte GT with the GT2 package we saw a few videos ago. So it is a more expensive vehicle, and that's not surprising considering we had a major exterior redesign on the Elantra N-Line 424. The price is always going to go up when car makers put that research and development into redesigning cars. But it handles well, it's light on its feet, still got some vibrations coming in from the chassis like we saw in the Forte GT, and we do get a significant amount of road noise and wind noise in here, so it's not a quiet cabin. I'll let you see if you can hear it. Now, if we were up on the highway, you'd hear a lot more wind, but you can hear those tires. So, it's not going to be quiet. But it handles well, and it's a fun, compact sedan to drive around every day. And of course, this does not come with a 6-speed manual. The Forte GT does still come with a 6-speed manual, so that's something to consider as well when you're looking at both of these vehicles. Take a hard turn, and it takes it really easy, really planted to the ground. I don't know why Hyundai put on Hankook all-season tires on here. We should have some type of summer tire on this vehicle, or at least the Pilot Sport 4 all seasons that Kia had been putting on the Forte GT for a while. I would have preferred those on here rather than these Hankook all-season tires. Give me a little bit more stick to have fun with on the weekend, and you still get good wearability. All right, so now we're going to move this over into manual. We're going to try out our paddles, see how it does. Now we're going to short shift because we have a new engine, but here we go. that, and you know what? The manual part of this 7-speed dual clutch, no problem. Let's downshift. Nice and smooth, nice and quick on the downshifts. And that will take off. And nice and quick on the upshift. So well done there with the way this responds. I think driving it with the paddles, it responds better at a first and second than it does when you're letting the car do it on its own. But overall, it's a really nice package, and for $30,000 it's still bringing some good value. But let me know what you guys think. Do you go Hyundai Elantra N-Line the way we have this one laid out, or do you go Kia Forte GT2 and save yourself a little bit of money and maybe get a little bit extra stuff? You're just not going to get the latest exterior design like you're going to get in this N-Line. So let me know what you think, but I do want to thank Hyundai of Trenton for allowing the channel access to this 2024 Hyundai Elantra N-Line in Intense Blue for a review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turn on that notification bell so you'll never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.